Alright guys, how's it going? If you guys are new, appreciate if you like and subscribe on your way in. And if you guys have any requests for coins you would like us to look at, let me know. I'm going to make sure the sound is still good on YouTube. It is. So we'll get started here right now. So Bitcoin is currently at $29,700, trying to get above that $30,000 resistance. And to the downside, we're trying to hold support at $28,800. We also have support, I guess, above that at $29,300. So the next levels to watch are $29,300, which we got a bounce off of multiple times in the last day. I guess you got a bounce off of it the 1st of June, and now you're getting a bounce off of it about a few hours ago. $29,300 was the support, and then below that is $28,800. To the upside, obviously, $30K is the resistance. Then above that, we're looking all the way up at $31,774 is the next target I have. For resistance right now on the daily chart for the RSI, as far as the RSI goes, the daily chart is actually overbought, so that is definitely not a good thing. The 4-hour chart is pretty much actually completely bottomed out and oversold on the RSI on Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. The 1-hour chart for Bitcoin is in an uptrend, not overbought by any means. I think right now it's overbought at 30, or it's neutral at 37, and it won't be overbought till it gets to 80. And if we go to the 50-minute chart for Bitcoin, you're completely topped out, so that is something to watch for. And 7 minutes topped out too, so a small dump maybe on the 15-minute, but the 1-hour time frame looks good for Bitcoin. The 4-hour still looks good for Bitcoin, and the daily chart is overbought. So 1 hour and 4 hours still look good. I would expect to move at least to $30,000 before another retracement. So I would expect over this week, again, probably move to 30,000 at least, maybe 31.7 if we're lucky, and then probably another retracement then, because I think by 31.7 the Bitcoin would be overbought on the bigger time frames, and then you would need to consolidate down. But the 1 hour and 4 hour look good. But also the 15-minute chart is overbought. So I would expect within the next few hours Bitcoin to start moving up again, upwards to $30,000 or $31,774. That's the targets I have for Bitcoin going to this weekend. If you guys are new, appreciate if you subscribe or follow me. If you guys are on TikTok, I go live every Monday and Friday at this time, 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So let's go over to look at JASMY. I did make a video about it a few hours ago. Right now it's at 1.2 cents. I did say it looked pretty bearish, but I think it did have a move up to 1.26 cents, so a little bit higher. But right now you have that resistance at 1.2 cents, which you're right above, so you're trying to hold that as support now. If you get above that, your next target to the upside is almost 1.4 cents. To the downside for JASMY coin, if you don't hold 1.2 cents, your next support is actually down there at 1.1 cents, so it's not that big of a drop. So as long as you stay above 1.2, we'll be good, and then the next target is 1.38 cents on JASMY. The thing I was worried about with JASMY is the daily chart is overbought. The 4-hour chart is getting up there. It's at 61 on the RSI, so once it gets to 80, that'd be overbought. And the 1-hour chart is completely overbought, so that's why I think you're not going to hold 1.2 cents. But if Bitcoin wants to pump back to 30,000 or higher, then you probably will pump to the next target, which is 1.4 cents. 1.4 cents. And also the 15-minute chart for JASMY is overbought, as is the 7-minute. 7 minutes almost overbought, I should say. So that's kind of how it's looking for JASMY coin. A few other coins I'm watching is Mirror Coin. It looks like Mirror Coin could be in a falling wedge. On the 1-hour chart, the measured move wouldn't be that crazy, but measured move would take you all the way up to almost 31.9, 32 cents, and you're currently at 28.1, so that would be a nice move if that were to break out. You also have a resistance before you get up there at 29.3 cents. So if you break that, then I do think you're going to hit the measured move. So 29.3, and then the next target is 31.9 or 32 cents on Mirror Coin. That's the one I was watching. Also, Elon 1 is just doing nothing. The volume is extremely low on Elon 1. I'm not holding it any longer. I'm still watching it just in case something happens. But the volume is $23,500, so extremely low volume. And the other coin I was watching recently was BlockFi. I think the volume on that's around 100,000. So I'm just waiting for that BlockFi to bounce. When it gets a nice bounce above the down sloping resistance line, I was gonna buy some. Obviously, if you're not on YouTube, you can't see what I'm talking about. But if you're on if you're on YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about. If you're on TikTok, you can't. So pretty much, if BlockFi gets above 10, and stays above it on a daily candle close, I would say that the bomb is in on BlockFi, and I'll probably buy more. I do have some money, you know, about $600 in BlockFi right now, so nothing crazy. So that's so I'm watching right now Bitcoin. I'm always watching Jasmy, Mirrorcoin, which I'm in a trade in, and BlockFi, which I also have money in right now. So Mirrorcoin and BlockFi are the ones I have money in right now. And like I said, I would be surprised if Bitcoin doesn't at least see 30,000 at some point this weekend, because the 1 hour and 4 hour chart is low on the RSI on Bitcoin. We can look at Cosmos and Polkadot. So Atom first. So Atom is currently at $9.27. So it looks like you have resistance at $11.60, and you have support down here at $8.60. So those are the targets to watch out for. If we look at the RSI, it is overbought on the daily chart, or it was overbought. Now it's going down. Now it's neutral. 4 hour chart is trying to get the bounce here. The 1 hour chart is overbought. So that's and 15-minute chart's also overbought. So with that being the case, I think it's more likely you come down and retest that support at $8.60 before you see $11.55, which is the resistance. So that's kind of what Cosmos is looking like. So with that being said, that's Cosmos. If I do the fibs based on, you know, the hourly chart of recent price action, which the top would have been $12.33 and the bottom was $8.91. The price you'd have to be above to remain bullish would be $11.03 or $11 pretty much. That's where the 618 is. If you're above that, I would say that confirms at least to move back to $11.55. Probably actually you'd be breaking at $11.55 if you get back above the 618. So if you break $11, I do think you're going to break that resistance at $11.55, which could take you all the way up to $15.60, but that's on the longer time frame. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. You really have to get above $11 to be bullish again on Cosmos. And then DOT, which is I will use a Coinbase chart for DOT. DOT right now is at $9.43. If I go to the daily chart, let's see where we have support. I haven't drawn any support and resistance lines, but it is looking like on the daily chart, the next fib is the 236 fib, which is at $11.85. If you're above that, that'd be a good sign. Otherwise, you have a local low down here at $8.35. It is looking like it's really struggling to go higher, making lower highs on the way down. So I would be I would not be touching DOT. Cosmos looks a little bit better than DOT right now. Daily chart on DOT is also overbought. The 4 hour chart is actually oversold, and the 1 hour chart is in an uptrend. The 15-minute chart is overbought, and the 7-minute chart is completely topped out. So 1 hour might go for a bit of a rally. The 4 hour might do the same. But unless you break $10.80, which you actually is probably also going to be more resistance because you got rejected there multiple times a few days ago, unless you make a higher high above $10.80, you are extremely bearish and you would stay in a downtrend. So the target to break is $10.80. Then the target after that would be $11.90 on DOT. If you don't make a higher high above $10.80, you can look for a lower low below $9.24. It also looks like you kind of double bottomed at $9.24. So we'll see what happens with the price action on DOT. I'm kind of interested to see what happens with this. So if we break $9.24, if we break $9.20, I want to be notified. And then also other place I would be looking to looking to look at the start again would be if you break $10.80. So $10.80 and $9.20 are the targets to watch out for. That's kind of the range you are in right now. So $10.80 and $9.20 is the range you are in right now. If you broke either of those, if you broke it to the upside, obviously that's bullish. If you break it to the downside, that means you're making lower lows. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for on DOT. All right, so those are the coins that were requested. If there's any more, let me know. And like I said, for Bitcoin, I would expect a break of 30,000 at this weekend. Maybe if we get lucky, 31.7 would be the target. I don't expect anything higher than 31,700 this weekend because I said that because the 1 hour is low on Bitcoin and the 4 hour chart is really low on Bitcoin, meaning we are due for at least some sort of bounce here in the next day or so, if not sooner, at least to get us at least above 30,000, which is the next resistance for Bitcoin. So that's kind of what I've got, and I'm in trades in Miracoin and BlockFi. Those are the trades I'm in right now, and I'm still looking at So I'd look for Bitcoin to break 30,000 probably tonight, and then depending on how the 1 hour chart, if the 1 hour chart is overbought at 30 grand, then obviously you're not gonna probably get to 31.7 before another pullback. But if Bitcoin still has a lot of room to go on the 1 hour chart when it's at 30 grand, then I would also look for 31.7 probably tomorrow sometime. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin, but those are the targets I'm looking out for, is 30,000 and 31,700, and to the downside 29.3 and then 28,800. So that's kind of it for Bitcoin. I've never heard of this coin, ERSDL. It looks like it's gone parabolic today, so I'm going to tell you right now not to buy it. It is up 226%. Yeah, that's a good sign to not buy it. If anything, I'd short it. Not financial advice, but if I could short this, I probably would. ERSDL. Let me see if it's on KuCoin. It says the coin is 1230 as far as like ranking goes. It says the market cap is $4.8 million, so extremely low market cap. It is on the Ethereum blockchain, so let me go look at it on Dex Tools. It's definitely a gamble. I'm going to look at V2 and see what that looks like. If it ever loads. Yeah, up 211%. Wow. It is still down a lot from its all-time high. It's down a lot from its all-time high. Like probably 99%. Let me see. It says it's down 99.3% from its all-time high, so I don't know what this is. I guess it could have a lot more room to run, but it also probably needs a pullback short term. It's definitely a complete gamble at this point. Market cap is extremely low, below 5 million. But it is something I'll keep an eye on now that you mentioned it. Volume 700,000. Dex score is 99, so that's a good sign. The holders are over 12,000. Market cap is $4.61 million. So, yeah, definitely something I'll watch. But I would say short term, you're just asking to get wrecked if you buy in when it's up 225%. I don't know what it does, but I'll keep an eye on it. But I would not be buying in right now. The only TA I'll even try to do is, because it's up so much, is that it's going to have a pullback. I'll try to do the fibs. I know every time frame is going to be overbought, so there's really no point in even looking at that. I mean, I guess if you stay above one, so you have so right now you're at 1182. If you stay above 1050, then I guess you could ask for a move up. But if you break that level, then it's definitely going to have a major pullback, because that is where the 618 is. If you stay above that or get a nice bounce off of 1050, then actually you could actually continue your rally. But if you do not, if you go below 1050, then you're asking just to have a capitulation much lower again. So that's the price to watch right now is 1050. And that's all I'm going to even look at with this, because I'm sure every time frame is completely overbought. Yeah, 4 hours completely cooked. The 6 hour is cooked. The 12-hour chart's in overbought. Daily chart's overbought. Yeah, it needs to cool off before it continues higher. But it is down 99%, so who knows? It could keep going. Just not today, in my opinion. But if it does hold 1050, then, I mean, maybe you'll continue higher. But otherwise, if you don't hold 1050, that's the price to watch out for. If you don't hold 1050, you're going to have a huge correction down on whatever this shitcoin is. So, all right, so that's kind of all I got. How's it going, Alexander? So to wrap things up, I think Bitcoin is going to hit 30,000 at some point this weekend. And if Bitcoin is still not overbought on the 1 hour time frame, when it hits 30,000, then I'm looking for a move up to the next resistance level, which would be $31,700. But I bare minimum, I expect 30,000 this weekend, and I would say there's a chance you see 31.7 this weekend if Bitcoin has time to consolidate after you hit 30,000, which is only a few $100 higher. So you definitely could see 31.7 this weekend. But I bet on the fact that it's 30,000 in the next few hours. Not financial advice, but that's just kind of, if I was trading Bitcoin, I'd be betting to the upside right now, at least to 30,000, which is actually not that big of a move because it's at 21,700 right now. With that being said, that's kind of all I got. If you guys enjoyed this stream, I appreciate if you like and subscribe. We go live every Monday and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, so be here or be square. We also have a Telegram group, which is in the, if you're on YouTube, actually, if you're on YouTube or TikTok, I have it in the description of the video, or it's on my bio on my TikTok page. So be sure to join that. And I will see you guys on Monday if there's no other requests. What coin would I buy right now? I mean, I'll tell you what I'm in. I'm in Mirrorcoin right now, which it looks like it was in a falling wedge. And I'm in BlockFi right now, which is a shitcoin that's under $1 million market cap. So it's definitely a complete gamble. But if it pays off, it's going to pay off big. It has a game coming out here end of June. So we'll see what happens with that. It could easily be a 10x gamble, in my opinion. I got in all the way up here at 20. Right now it's at 7. So I'm down over, 60% of my money. So I'm thinking if it does get a bounce back above 10 and breaks this down sloping resistance line, then maybe I get back into BlockFi. Or add more to my position. I mean, I'm already in the position. I'm not going to sell. But if it goes back above 10, I consider adding more to my position to DCA and lower. But if it just keeps going down, I'm not going to try to catch a falling knife, if that makes any sense. So that's the coins I'm in right now. Another one I'm watching is Elon one, but I'm not going to buy that until there's some bullish news or until it dips a little bit more. So that's kind of what I got. Those are the coins I'm watching this weekend. All right, guys, I appreciate the follow. I will see you guys on Monday for our next live stream, and, I'll see you guys tomorrow or maybe later tonight. If there's any other requests after this video, I can do another video on those. I do JASMY videos basically every day, so be sure to follow me on YouTube for that, and I will see you guys next week for our next live. Until then, trade safe, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys soon.